We have much colder air coming on down in our forecast, all as a cold front moves through the area tonight, and with it bringing a lot of rainfall. Temperatures ahead of that front, though, we're at 65 degrees, so about 8 degrees warmer than normal for this time of year. Temperatures are going to fall dramatically for us tomorrow. Here's the radar. You can see this strong band of storms, right? The heavy shading in red there. That is quickly moving its off way to the east at about 30 to 40 miles per hour. This is what the futurecast looks like in 1 hour. It looks like some of that heavier rainfall beginning to knock on the door of Elkton all the way out over toward Edgewood, whereas the moderate shading in yellow now beginning out over towards, say, Towson and Baltimore once we get closer to the 7:30 time frame, and out over toward Eldersburg, dealing with the drying air coming down. The main threat with these storms will be some gusty winds, close to 60-mile-per-hour gusts, and as a result, that's why there is a severe thunderstorm warning that is up until 8 o'clock into the evening hours. The wind right now ahead of that front, though, you can see in Essex 22-mile-per-hour sustained winds out towards Stevensville 19. Back behind it, though, Westminster dealing with a 30-mile-per-hour sustained wind. So even though this front moves through with the rain and the heavy wind, we continue to watch the wind pull in much cooler air for us tomorrow. Temperatures ahead of this front looking at 64 in Essex, 67 out toward the Inner Harbor, but you can see, according to the Nation, that colder air mass out toward Detroit and Chicago, where temperatures there in the 40s. That will be us in a few days as that cold front decides to move on through. We have another front as well as in our forecast later on into the work week. So the first one tomorrow, we'll notice temperatures falling, I'd say closer to seasonal. That puts us in the mid-50s, but with the wind factored in, it feels closer like the 40s, the breeze about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Now we get to Tuesday. Here's that second front. The wind increases even more, now sustained up to 20 miles per hour, occasionally gusting to 30. That's going to drop our temperatures another 5 degrees, but feeling closer like the mid-40s then. Here's the proof in your hour-by-hour wind chill forecast. Monday by 1 o'clock only feeling like 45 degrees. Look out over toward Chestertown, feeling like 50. Then your commute on home, you really have to crank on the heater. It looks like it's going to feel like 35 in Bel Air, feeling like 33 degrees out toward Parkdale. And remember, this is just from the first front. That second front arrives on Tuesday. So before that second front, temperatures now feeling close to the freezing point in many locations. Parkton feeling below freezing into the 20s. And then even for the evening and afternoon, this is behind that front. We're noticing temperatures now feeling closer to the mid-30s. So those big poofy jackets that you haven't had to wear in a year, go ahead and pull them out. You need them, your kids need them. If you're going for a nice little bike ride, a walk, or even just trying to walk from your car indoor, maybe if you are going to work, or even if those kids are going to school in session in person. Here is Hurricane Iota. This one a Category 1 storm getting close out over toward Honduras. In fact, anticipated to become a Category 4 storm by the time they get to Monday, bringing rain 8 to 16 inches, isolated amounts up to 30 inches with a storm surge of 10 to 15 feet. So that is horrible news for Central America. Back here at home, though, we look to be fairly dry once this first band of rain moves through. So tomorrow, plenty of sunshine, 55 degrees, but it will be gusty. Tuesday, we continue with the winds, temperatures then around 51. Look what happens Wednesday when we get that colder shot of air from that second front. High only 45 degrees. Mallory?